My beloved child, I want you to pause right where you are. Take a deep breath and really listen to what I'm about to share with you. If you trust in God with all your heart, just type Amen in the comments below. Let that simple word be your way of saying yes to the love that's waiting for you here. Oh, my sweet child, please don't keep scrolling past this. Don't let this precious moment slip away like so many others in your busy day. This isn't just some ordinary thing that popped up on your screen by chance. No, this is something much bigger, something divine breaking through all the noise and distractions that try to pull you away. Imagine heaven itself reaching down, gently pushing aside everything that's been keeping you from hearing clearly. There's a soft, familiar voice that's been whispering your name since yesterday, maybe even longer. It's a voice you knew so deeply once upon a time, one that brought you comfort and joy like nothing else. You might have thought you'd never hear it again, but here it is, calling you back. It's your Father, the one whose strong hands held yours when you were just a little one, tiny fingers wrapped around his. His eyes would light up with a pride so pure and deep that no words could ever quite describe it. His very presence wrapped around you like a warm, safe blanket on a cold night, making the world feel steady and full of hope. And now, from the beautiful place called heaven, He's right here, asking me to carry His words straight to your heart because they've been burning inside Him, waiting for this exact time. Standing tall beside me is Archangel Michael, the mighty protector with the authority of the Most High God Himself. He nods and says with a voice like steady thunder wrapped in gentleness, "This message isn't scattered out for just anyone to grab hold of. It's not for the crowds or the casual passers-by. No, child, this is specially woven just for you, the one whose heart still aches with that quiet, empty spot where your father used to be. It's for you, the one who reaches out in the dark of night, fingers stretching into the quiet, hoping to feel that old comfort one more time. It's for you, carrying a mix of deep thanks for the sweet memories you shared and a soft sadness for the days that got taken away too soon. Your Father up in heaven has watched every single tear you've shed, even those sneaky ones you wiped away quick so no one would notice. He's seen how you've shouldered the heavy load of missing Him all on your own, keeping it tucked inside so folks wouldn't pity you or make a fuss. But listen close, my dear one. He wants you to hold this truth tight. He has never, not for a single second, been truly far from you. Every time a wave of unexplained peace washed over you right in the middle of life's wild storms, that was Him, down on His knees in God's holy presence, lifting up prayers just for you. Every close call you've had, every danger that brushed past without touching you, His voice joined the heavenly choir crying out loud for your safety and shield. He leans in closer now, His words full of that same warm love you remember, and says, "Tell my child I'm so very proud of them. Tell them I see every bit of the hard work they've been pouring into their days, even when it feels like no one else does. Tell them they're tougher and braver than they give themselves credit for, and that they're stepping right into a brand new chapter of life, one I was praying for with all my heart long before I had to leave your side. Haven't you noticed it lately? That funny little stir deep in your spirit, like a gentle wind you can't quite put a name to? It's real, and it's happening because the angels in heaven have been busy shifting things around just for you. Those doors you slammed shut in your mind, thinking they'd stay locked forever, are starting to creak open, hinges moving slow but sure. Fresh chances, the kind you never saw coming down the road, are lining up to cross your path like old friends returning home. Your Father smiles as He adds, "Don't shrink back in fear from what's ahead. Step bold into it, because I've already asked God to pour out double the happiness for all the joy we missed together." And from the throne above, God has whispered back, "Yes, my faithful child, let it be so." This right here, this very instant, is holy ground you're standing on. You're not just glancing at words on a page. You're pulling up a chair at a special table in the spirit world, where your Father's love still pulses strong, still talks to you, still roots for you with everything he's got. Archangel Michael is standing guard, making sure not a single word gets twisted or lost on the way to you. Because there are phrases meant exactly for your ears today, phrases that will lift you up and carry you through whatever comes next. Those steps you're about to take, they are no accidents, they are guided. The folks you'll bump into over the next few days, the good news that drops in like a surprise gift, the cozy peace that settles over your shoulders like your favorite old quilt, these are all echoes of prayers your father breathed into God's ear way back when you were too young to even form the words yourself. And now, child, now is the time to open your hands and heart wide to catch it all. Not tomorrow when you think you've got it all figured out. Not next week when life feels a little less messy. Right here, right now. Because heaven doesn't play games with time. When the stars align and the hour is right, everything flows free and full. Your Father's message rings out clear as a bell. You're not walking this road solo. You never were, and you never will be. God himself chimes in softly. My precious child, if you've made it this far without looking away, I know your spirit is open and ready for what's coming next. See, this isn't only about wrapping you in a quick hug of comfort to ease the hurt for a minute. This is a strong, steady bridge stretching from the bright halls of heaven straight down to the tender spot in your heart. It's the golden chance your Father has been holding his breath for, the moment to finally say the things his heart ached to share before he stepped from this world into the next. Archangel Michael urges you, his voice firm yet kind like a big brother watching over. Stay put. Don't hurry off. Let your thoughts settle like leaves on still water. Don't let your mind chase after worries or to-dos. Allow every single word to sink way down into the soft earth of your soul, taking root there. These aren't just pretty sentences. They're treasures carried fresh from heaven's own storehouse, and they'll sprout up as real strength when you need it most. Your Father wants you to pull out those little memories, the ones that make your heart smile even through the tears. Think back to how his laugh would boom through the house, turning a quiet room into a party of one, filling every corner with that joyful rumble that made everything better. Or how his advice always landed soft, wrapped in wisdom from years of living in a love that never judged, only lifted. His being there felt like a solid rock in a rushing river, keeping your whole world from spinning off course. He says now, with that same chuckle in his tone, I still get a good laugh right along with you, even when you're cracking jokes to yourself in the car. I still speak blessings over your head every morning. I'm still that steady anchor, holding you firm. But up here, storms can't touch me at all, and from this safe spot, I call out to God to hush the winds and waves swirling around you down there. Oh, there were those hard days when you wished with everything in you that he could just pull up a chair beside you, fill that empty spot at the table, make the big wins feel whole again without that nagging hole in the celebration. But what your eyes couldn't catch, your spirit felt, him right there, invisible but real, grinning wide, clapping along, standing shoulder to shoulder like the faithful witnesses do in heaven's grandstands. You know those times when a sudden glow of warmth hit you out of nowhere, or a calm rushed in like cool water on a hot day, or a memory of him hit so strong your eyes got misty. That was no fluke. That was him brushing close. Your Father says, I've watched you lug around that secret load, the one you fold up tight so it doesn't spill out. Those long nights when you'd murmur my name into the dark, wondering if your words could somehow wing their way up. Child, I caught everyone. Every syllable, every sigh. And I've been replying, not with tricks or my old earthly ways, but by cradling your pleas in my hands and laying them right at God's feet, begging him to move mountains for you in ways I couldn't anymore. Listen, My dear, you on the edge of a whole new season where those bedtime prayers and daylight hopes start blooming like flowers after a long rain. Up in heaven, they've greenlit dreams and plans you didn't even know were on the table. Blessings stamped with your name, tucked safe and sound, guarded from wandering hands that might have squandered them, polished and ready while you were still whispering doubts about being forgotten. Your father stood tall in heaven's courtroom, voice steady and sure, and spoke your name like a key turning in a lock. He pled for kindness to rain down on you, for needs to be met before they even knock, for that spark of joy to dance back across your face like sunlight on water. And the Lord, in his infinite mercy, leaned forward and declared, "It is finished. Let it flow." So tomorrow, when your eyes flutter open to the light of a new day, wake up wearing this truth like a favorite scarf. Something beautiful has already tilted in your favor. As you pad through your morning routine, coffee in hand or shoes on for the walk, carry the quiet knowing that heaven's team has scouted the trail ahead, smoothing bumps and lighting paths. When choices loom large, big or small, remember you're not puzzling them out in a vacuum. Your Father's prayers march before you like a royal guard, and your angels hover near, whispering wisdom in the wind. Archangel Michael gives a knowing nod and reminds you, this whole message fought through barriers and blocks that tried to keep it from landing true. It broke through because heaven insisted on it. It found you because the timing is perfect now, in a way it couldn't have been last month or next year. It arrived because your Father wouldn't settle until these truths echoed in your ears. Child of the Most High, let these words nestle deep in your chest like a cozy fire on a winter night. You're not striding into tomorrow with empty pockets or shaky steps. No, you're loaded up with a Father's endless love, wrapped in the unbreakable armor of angelic watch, and crowned with God's own smile of favor. And someday soon, when you glance back over your shoulder at this very day, you'll spot it clear as day. The pivot point, the spark where heaven's whisper met your willing heart. And from then on, everything shifted into brighter colors. God speaks again, tender as a lullaby. My child, hold still right here. Don't let your thumb swipe away to the next thing. Don't turn your gaze aside. This instant isn't some fluke of the algorithm or lucky scroll. It's the living heartbeat of your Father's love, funneled through heaven's careful hands, hand-delivered by Archangel Michael with all his might. Michael stands firm, sword of light at his side, and shares. Your Father has been perched at the shimmering edge of forever, eyes locked on you like you're the only star in his sky, holding back words that swelled in his soul until heaven gave the go-ahead. Since yesterday, his prayers have rung out bolder, more insistent, not from fear or fret, but from excitement bubbling over because a piece of your world is about to click perfectly into place. You've sensed it, haven't you? That tug deep in your chest, like an invisible string pulling gentle but firm. Or that odd weight that settles when you're alone with your thoughts, paired with that soft question, "Dad, are you really close?" The answer, sweet one, is a resounding yes. Closer than the breath filling your lungs right now. Has been woven into your days, a shadow of spirit that's watched with tender care, shielded you from hidden hurts, lifted pleas to the one who hears all. Your Father treasures those early days, the ones where you were small and the world was big and new. He can still feel the tiny grip of your hand around just one of his fingers, see the wide-eyed trust in your gaze, like he held all the answers to every why and how. And he wants you to know, straight from his heavenly heart, that urge to make things right for you never faded. It grew wings. Even now, in that place of perfect light, he's been chatting with God about you, pleading for the burdens pressing on your back to lift light as feathers, for delight to bubble up in you so pure and deep it'll hum in your very bones, unexplained but undeniable. Michael adds a steady voice. Your father beams with pride that stretches beyond what you can picture. Has witnessed your silent struggles, the battles you waged alone in the quiet corners of your mind, never breathing a word to a soul. He sat through those tear-streaked nights where you muffled sobs so the world slept on unaware. And his message is simple yet profound. You were never as isolated as the shadows made you feel. Picture this. Up in heaven, there's a grand table set with light that never dims, surrounded by those who've gone ahead and still hold you day. Just yesterday, your father pulled up a chair there, joined by kindred spirits who cherish you from across the divide. Your name hung in the air like a melody, your tomorrows laid out like a map under kind eyes. And your father, drawing on a love that defies every grave and goodbye, turned to God and made his heartfelt ask to usher into your life a gift you long thought had slipped forever through your fingers. Child of the Most High, lean in and hear this good news. There's a blessing out there, real as the ground under your feet, etched with your name in letters of gold. It's been safeguarded in heaven's vault, shielded from thieves of time or chance, held back until the moment was ripe. Now, the seal cracks open, the papers are signed in eternal ink, and it's gliding your way like a long-lost letter finally home. Your father urges, his tone rich with encouragement. Don't let the shadows of old pains convince you the tale's wrapped up. That's far from true. In fact, dear one, the best pages are just unfolding. You're easing into a time when puzzle pieces click, why some paths curved away, why certain faces faded from your story, why prayers hung in the air like unanswered echoes for what felt like ages. Every pause, every wait, was heaven's gentle hand shaping you for the perfect fit, readying your heart for arrivals that match your soul's true song. Right this second, heaven's choir is singing over you, soft harmonies of hope and help. Michael's gaze is unwavering as he counsels. Keep your eyes peeled for the whispers in your week ahead, because your father is dispatching little love notes from the beyond. They are not fireworks or fanfare, but intimate touches that'll whisper his nearness without a doubt. Maybe a tune drifts from the radio, one that always made you two grin. Or a scent wafts in, like his favorite aftershave or the cookies from childhood kitchens. Or a string of words from a stranger's mouth that echoes a joke only you shared. When it lands, freeze for a beat, let a smile curve your lips. That's his signature, saying plain as day, I'm still your dad. I'm still right here, cheering you on. He recalls the vow he made that shiny day you entered the world, to stand as your shield, your compass, your constant prayer warrior. That promise didn't crumble when his earthly tent folded. It soared higher, etched in eternity's stone. Every blessing he breathes over you now packs more punch than a lifetime's worth down here. Because in heaven, love dances free from clocks ticking down, miles stretching wide, or walls closing in. He's calling you to release the knots of guilt, the what-ifs that tangle your thoughts like old fishing line. Let go of the unsaid goodbyes, the undone gestures, because he reads your heart like an open book. He knows the depth of your love then and the echo of it now. And he declares that bond your unbreakable lifeline, steady through every quake, fierce against every fade, rushing forward unstoppable.